Today again, I want one of you to share your your experience throughout the class, right? So we have began the class for almost 2 months, right? It's going to be 2 months. So in between this day that you have or any good or new experiences that you learn from the class. So please share with us, right? Is that okay? So I want someone to share any lessons that you have learned or any improvement that you have from the class so far. Anyone? I think I will ask AA. Today AA is smiling, right? AA is smiling, so I think AA want to share something, right? So AA, can you share with us something that you learned from the class, right? Any lessons or any improvement, any feedback from the class? Come on.
Yes, sir. Actually, if I say honestly, I only joined 3 times, including this tonight. Yeah, I only joined 3 times. But yeah, actually, I joined when Sis Mary, how can I say, discuss something, her experience, and at that time I asked what kinds of book I should read to improve English, and she said she usually read about she usually read novels, books, and yeah. And now if I want to read books, I try to read novels, but I haven't tried. And then this class is really good, and yeah, I'm really sorry because many class I absent many class because our Wi-Fi is not available, and yeah, only in this month we can get Wi-Fi, and that is why I absent many classes. Yeah, I'm really sorry, sir. Yeah, if I have a chance next time, I want to join, and yeah, I really want to join again.
Okay. Yeah. So due to Wi-Fi connections, you absent many classes. So I think we have 5 more classes. After that, we are going to close this class, right? So if your Wi-Fi is okay now, then Sister AA, so the remaining these 5 days, you can join daily, right? Every day, every classes. Okay. I hope that you will not miss the class anymore. All right. So anyway, you said something, right? So you have some benefit from the class, right? That's a good one, right? Okay. Ruthang or Mercy, one of you, please, can share. I think Mercy. Okay, Mercy. Would you like to share your feedback so far? Did you learn any lessons, any things that you learned from the class? We want to hear from you. Yes, Mercy, Sister Mercy.
Sir.
Okay.
Yes, sorry for I can open my video. Yeah, that I learned is especially I think listening skill, because you also invite some, foreigner just like Indian accent. We can also listen. So yeah, really improved in my listening skill and also speaking skill. We can hear your accent, and we can also learn how to make sentence, how to speak out. Yeah, really improved in listening skill, I can say, because you had always invited the Indian people, so I can listen to the Indian accent. Yeah, it's really improved listening skill. Yeah, I can say.
All right. So your listening skill is improving, right? So it's good things. Good to hear from you. Okay, Mercy. I'll give time to Sister Mary. All right, Sister Mary, thank you for joining tonight again. So you have, I'm sure that you prepare your lesson very well, and tonight we are going to listen and hear from you, and we are very excited to have you in the class and to listen from you. Right? So thank you for joining, and now it's your time. Please take your time, Sister Mary.
So nice to see you again. And I think this is my third time of participating in this class. And I think this is my last time of talking in this class. So after that, maybe we will never see again. So please be have a good attention for that. And today I'm gonna share you about very important things in life. So, and that's very important for everyone. So I want to share you that, and I'm gonna prepare. Teacher Siren, can you share the screen, please?
Yes, now it's on. You can share now.
No, can you share?
Can you share it?
Yes, I am talking by phone. That's why.
Oh, so I have to share, right?
Yes.
Okay. I got it. So please speak something. So I will do that. Okay, please you speak something.
Okay. So this is my first time, first time of talking in English to people. In my school, university, yes, I have talked many presentations, but it's not the same like that. So the first time I was very nervous, but I am very thankful to you guys to give me a chance. And without you, I mean, without any listener, I cannot talk alone. So I'm really glad and I'm very happy for giving me a chance and for paying attentions what I speak. And I'm very sorry that sometimes I speak too fast, but I will try to speak slowly, and I'm sure that you will understand well today, because I try to speak very slowly today. So today actually I wanted to talk to you a little some tips about in our daily life, but actually I prepare for young generation. So I will talk in details when teacher Siren has screen. Before talking that, I wanted you to say that there are a lot of things in life. And I also, I'm 26 years old now, so I had done a lot of things in my life. And in my family, I am the eldest one, so there is no one who can teach me or who can guide me whatever I do something. That's why I did a lot of mistakes. Some mistakes I didn't know that, but some mistakes even I know that I wanted to try that, like I wanted to have experience on that. But if I had someone who can guide me, maybe I will not do a lot of mistakes. But however, without by doing a lot of mistakes, I learn from them, and that make me to rise up again, to stand up again. And if I don't do a lot of mistakes, I cannot share people. But when I did a lot of mistakes, I can share people what you have to be. You have to focus on that. You have to avoid that, because I was the main experience. So today also I will talk many tips, but based on my experience. So I'm sure that you will get some points from what I will talk today. And is it ready?
No, Mary, turn on your microphone. Turn on your microphone.
Oh, sorry. So anyone who wants to come and visit to Thailand, you can contact me and you can stay in my room with me together. That's a good news. And also anyone who wants to know about studies for studying in the university in Thailand or in another university, you can feel free asking me. And if somebody wants to work in Thailand, you can feel free asking me. I don't know a lot of work in Thailand, but I can share you some work that I was familiar, especially about hotel and hotel job, and also another company job, like, if you want to work in any field, marketing or HR or accounting, any department, you can ask me, and I can share you what I know. Okay, so I nowadays in Thailand, a lot of job opportunities open, many job, many job. And we can say that the salary is also not bad. Even it is not really good, really high, it is not bad. So a lot of opportunities open. You know why? Before, because of COVID, they closed down everything. So, but right now they open again, and a lot of jobs are, they have many spaces in many company or many restaurants or many field, many department. So if you want to know any
Yeah, come.
any any job application that you want to apply in Thailand, you can contact me. I cannot guarantee that you will get a job, but I can share you how they how what they hire you, what kind of job they hire you. I can share you the email address, many things. So if you want, you can feel free contact me. So let's go to the topic. And today I'm going to share you tips for young generations. So for today's sections, I divided into two parts. Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay. So I divided into two parts. The first part is about what to do in your generations, in your young generation age. And the second one is what to avoid in your young generation age. So can you go to the next slide? So we will discuss what to do and what to avoid. And for today, I have prepared 5 tips for what to do and 2 tips for what to avoid. So let's see what to do. The first thing is that to fear God and ask God whatever you do something. This is the first tip for everyone, not only for young generations, for everyone. And the second tip is to be kind to yourself. And the third one is to do daily exercise and to make to-do list. So I'm gonna explain you what is to-do list, and that is very good thing. And the fourth one is to learn something new every day. It could be it could be language, it could be job, or it could be vocational, or it could be studies, whatever. But you have to learn something new every day. And the last one is to believe in yourself, whatever you do, and be confident. And another one is what to avoid in your young generations. The first one is do not fear failure. And the second one is do not waste your time using your phone. So these are some of the tips that I want to talk to you today. Can you go to the next slide? So now we are going to talk about the first one, to fear God and ask whatever you do something. So when I talk about this, it doesn't mean that I'm saying Christian God. It is not. There is only one God all over the world. Whatever your religion, maybe you are Buddhism, or you're Hinduism, or you're Islamic, or you're Christianity, whatever. We have only one God. And to fear God, it's a very important and good thing. And the second one, to ask God whatever you do something, it's very important in life. In life we can have many choices, many options, and we may not know which one is good for us. At that time we can ask people, yes, and sometimes it helps. But as people can mention you sometimes wrong decisions. And for example, when you ask people to make a choice for you, and when they give you wrong suggestions, you may get angry with them. But if you ask God, and if you really get answer from God, and if you do that, He will never do any mistakes accidentally. So you can trust Him truly. That's why very important thing is that to fear God and to ask God whatever you do something, and you will not miss the point. And sometimes, even if you don't understand, you will realize one day why God prepared for you this thing. So this is the first thing. And can you go to the next slide? And the second one is to be kind to yourself. This is very good thing and very important thing. And I really want to say this to everyone, not only young generations, even everyone, even for everyone. When I say be kind to yourself, you can think, yes, I'm kind to myself. Of course, I love myself. Yes, you love yourself when you are happy. But when you are not happy, when you are get upsetting, or when you have failure in your life, when you have problem in your life, and you don't love yourself anymore, I can give you an example. For example, you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, you break up, or they cheated on you, whatever, you have problem with them, and you get upset. Yes, we understand that. But nowadays, a lot of young people doing wrongly is that when they get upset with their problem, when they have problem, or when they have any any difficulties in their life, the first one, they don't eat well. They always say, I don't feel like I want to eat because I am always thinking about the problem. The second thing, they don't sleep well. They always thinking about this. And the third one, they take some medications like to kill themselves. And the fourth one, it's they hurt themselves. Like some people, they punch to the wall, or maybe they punch to themselves, or some people, they cut their hand. So by doing that, does it really solve your problem? For example, by not eating, does it really solve your problem to be good? By not sleeping well and thinking a lot, does it really solve your problem? The thing is that it doesn't really solve your problem. So nowadays, a lot of young people doing it's that they do it mistakenly. They thought they don't, when they have some problem, they don't eat well anymore. When they have some problem, they don't talk with people anymore. So that it's a kind of, you are not kind to yourself, you don't love yourself. That's why this is very important tip for you guys, to be kind to yourself. Whatever you have in your life, whatever problem in your life you encounter, but at least you have to love yourself. You have to treat a good meal to yourself. It doesn't even relate with anything about your problem. So this is the second tip, to be kind to yourself. And go back to the third tip. Can you go to the next slide? And the next one is to do daily exercise and to make a to-do list. So when I talk about to make exercise, it could be physical exercise like walking, running, or maybe playing badminton, or maybe going to the gym and doing exercise, or maybe mentally exercise. It could be doing yoga, or maybe meditations. So there are a lot of exercise. And another one is social gaming exercise also. So you can also play games in social media, but not for long time, just for exercise. So when I say do exercise, it means maybe 30 minutes in a day. That could be enough, not more than an hour. And another one is to make a to-do list. This is very important for you guys. For me, normally I always do year plan, like what I want to do in a year. And after that, after I plan for a year, I have to plan for a month what I want to finish in a month. After finishing that, I plan for a week what I want to finish in a week. And then I write down for a day what I have to finish in a day. So by doing that, for example, if you write down what you want to do, for example, what if you write down what you want to do tomorrow, like today you write down what you want to do tomorrow, and tomorrow when you do it or when you don't do it, after tomorrow night, you can check and look at, oh, I have done this, I have done that, but I didn't do that. You will know that what you have done, and you will know that what you didn't finish, and then it will protect you to waste your time, because you know exactly what you have to do in a day, so you don't have a time to waste your time. And you will not even say that I don't know what to do, because you have exactly job for a day. So making a to-do list, it's really important for you guys. So this is the third tip that I want to share. And can you go to the next slide, please? And then another slide is to learn something new every day. So this is what I mentioned before. It could be language, it could be vocational, it could be skills, or it could be reading a book, or it could be searching a job. So when in a language, I strongly recommend you to study more English, because every country use English, and only few country they don't use English, but even they don't use anyway, when you work, uh, they have to speak English. So you have to learn English. And if you think English is difficult for you, you can choose another language like Chinese or Japanese or maybe Thai or maybe European, whatever. The main point is that you have to learn something new every day. Or if you want to learn about the vocational job, for example, in life, we have a dream in the future. Like everyone has a dream, what you want to be in 5 years later or in 10 years later. Some people want to be a manager. Some people want to be a business owner. Some people want to be a restaurant owner, restaurant manager, something like that. But if you want to be something in the future, you have to learn today, right? If you don't learn anything, and after 5 years you will not get anything, and it will not be accomplished anything. So it is important to learn new things. And reading also, it's important, and by reading that, you will get many knowledge from reading. And job searching is also very important. Nowadays, a lot of jobs opened in many company. So if you are a new fresher and if you never worked before, it is a very good chance for you to try internship. Internship means they are not a really employer, but they are supposed to be employer after maybe 6 months or 3 months after working in that field. So if you are fresh graduated, it's a good for you to start doing internship, like first working, whatever field, it doesn't matter, but you have to learn new thing every day. And this is some of the tip. And can you go to another slide? And the last slide, it's about to believe in yourself and to be confident whatever you do. So as I show you in the picture, you can see like yes and no. It is very important. When you want to talk something, you have to know that you can do that or you cannot do that. So for example, when people ask you to do something and you know that you don't have a time or you can't do that, but you're afraid of people and you say, yes, I can, but actually you cannot. This is a kind of you are not confident in yourself. That's why you don't want to say people that you cannot do that job. So you have to be confident that if you can do that, yes, I can do. You can say, if you cannot do that, no, I cannot do that because of this. You can say this. You have to be confident, and also you have to be confident, and you have to believe yourself whenever you talk something to people, especially to strangers. You never to the stranger that you never knew before. You have to talk confidently, and also it is very good when you apply a job. When you apply a job, they will have interview you. You have to talk very confidently. If you are not confident in yourself, if you are not even confident in yourself, how can they hire you as an employer in their company? So you have to be very confident when you talk to somebody about yourself, about your life. So these are 5 tips for what to do part. And now let's go to what to avoid part. I prepared 2 tips for you, and let's see what is the first tip. It's about do not fear failure. It is very good thing, and I really want to say that many people are afraid of failure. For example, I have many chances, I have new things, but I don't know I should try it or not. But if I try, and what if I get failure? So if do not really fear of failure. You may get failure in life, but you have to take a risk at least. If you don't take a risk, you will never know that. So in the picture, the quote, it is said that failure is a success if we learn from it. Yes, it is really success. We can have many failure in life, but if we learn from that, it will be a success, a very good success in our life. But even if we have a lot of failure in life, and if we don't learn anything, we will not get success in life. So this is a very important. And the second picture, risk and reward. This is a very good point. I want to tell you now. Let me say something about myself. When I first studied in Thailand, I have never been to Thailand, but I applied to a university, international university, and I got 50% scholarship. So when I was about to apply the program, I didn't know anything about that university, and at that time there are only few government university that are popular in Thailand. So we have to ask people from Thailand who stay in Thailand, and you know what did they say? They told me that like that university is a fake. We never know that university. Maybe it's a fake university. So I have to think they could be right because they are in Thailand. That university is a fake. But at least I have a chance to try. I have to take a risk. So what did I decide? I bought a flight ticket. I went to Thailand. I went and find by myself that university still exists or not, and I found a university. I went to the university. I talked with some administrators from that university. I saw a lot of students studying in that university. So when I see that, I can tell people this is not a fake university. You don't know this university because this is international university, and I could tell them the rank of the university. So what I want you to know is that if I didn't take a risk, I will never know that it will be a fake or real university. And if I listen to other people, I still think until today, maybe that university is a fake university. So I will lose my chance. But when I want to take a risk, I always think 2 things. Okay, I take a risk. If I win, I will get reward. If I lose, I will get lost in my life. I have to accept that. If I lose, I will lose my flight ticket. I will lose everything for my chance. but I have to accept that. So this is my first thing. And the second one, when I start studying in Thailand university, we have to choose subject, which major. I didn't really understand what kind of major that I am interested in. But if I don't decide anything, I will not learn anything. So I had to choose by myself. And I choose business management major. And I studied for one semester. And after finish that, I realized that oh this major is difficult for me. I am not interested in that. And for second semester I changed my subject to hotel and tourism management. And I was very interested in that, and I was very eager to study in that subject. I was really enthusiastic studying in that subject, and I realized that oh, I loved hotel and tourism management, not business management. But when I take business management, I lose. I had to pay many. I had to pay school fee. And when I study, when I see it is difficult, my grade is not good. I got all C grade. So this is what a kind of my losing point. But anyway, at least I took a risk. So if I didn't take a risk, if I didn't choose anything, I will never know that business management is difficult for me or not. So when I want to take a risk, I have to prepare the failure that I will have. That's why I want to tell you that do not afraid any failure in your life. You can learn from that. And if you're the first one who start in that field, do not be really afraid of failure. You can have failure, but the second time you will get successful. But if you don't try anything, if you don't take a risk, you will never know what is good for you and what is bad for you, and you will not have any experience to share other people. Now I had a lot of experience because I take a risk a lot of things, and I lost many things in my life. That's why I want to encourage you. Do not fear any failure in your life. And now let's go back to the second tip. And do not waste your time using phone. This is very important nowadays. Everyone has a phone in our hand. So in phone we can have many applications. Some are good, some are not good. But what I want to say is that when you use your phone, you have to use very beneficially, and you have to be very careful about that. So let me say one thing about phone. In phone, we can use many social media. That could be Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, or WhatsApp, Messenger, Viber, many things. So social media, I'm not saying that using social media is not good. It's really good. But if you cannot manage your time, it will be a kind of wasting your time. So when you use a social media, yes, I understand you want to talk with people. Yes, talking with people is also very good. The more you talk, the more you will have connection, and the more you will have relationship with them. It's really good. But talking for many hours with people in every day, you have to remember that it is wasting your time. So you have to be very careful when you use social media. And another one, some people say that, yes, I use social media because I want to entertain myself. Yes, I understand that. Everyone needs entertainment. So we can watch a movie, we can play a game, or we can watch any video, short clip. Yes, but if you think entertainment, it is not for hours. Entertainment is just for 30 minutes or maybe 1 hour maximum. But if you watch a movie or some video clip in social media for more than hours and every day, you have to remember that this is wasting your time. You didn't realize that. But when you take it longer, after a month, when you realize that I have wasted a lot of my time watching movie or watching a many short video clip. So you have to be very careful when you use your phone. There are a lot of beneficial application in phone and even social media. A lot of knowledge. People share a lot of knowledge in their page. If you can go and if you can watch them, yes, go watch, and you will get many benefits from that. But sometimes people do mistakes like they play video and they do something here, so the video is playing automatically, but you are doing something else here. I'm sure that you will never learn anything because you are not even focusing on that. How can you understand, realize what they are saying? So, if you want to learn, if you want to know many things in social media, yes, you can watch and learn from them, but you have to be very careful that you are really focusing on that or not. And I suggest you to find a lot of useful applications in phone, so that maybe language application, or maybe even game. There are many games in English. Like you have to guess what is the vocabulary of the things in English. So if you can play a game like that, it is very good for you and very beneficial for you. So these are some of the tips that I want to share you today. What to do, I have to share 5 tips, and what to avoid, I have to share 2 tips. And I hope that you will get some point from that. And I hope you will have some questions. And if you have, I'm happy to answer that. And I'm very glad to have my last presentations in this class. And I'm really thankful to you guys. And thank you so much.
All right. It's good. Wonderful. Wonderful presentation, Sister Mary. So I'm sure, right? I'm sure tonight you guys learn very good lessons, very important lessons for life. All these lessons are very important, and I will say it's very essential for our lives, right? So in everyday life, so we have to make sure that there will be, things to do and things not to do. So we have learned a good lessons from Sister Mary that in lives, what are the things that we have to do in our lives and what are the things that we should not do in our life, right? So very good. Thank you. And tonight, so Sister Mary, you speak very well and you communicated a bit slowly, not so fast like before, right? So I hope that tonight many of you could understand our presentations well and you have learned good lessons. So anyone can raise questions and she is ready to answer.
Hello,
Yes.
Yes,
Sister Mary. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too.
I want to ask you some question about your when you are learning from Thailand, and you need to take like us exam and trust like us IELTS and exam you need to take.
Yes, actually, they provide IELTS exam, but for scholarship students, I apply for scholarship students, so I got the scholarship, and I had to write a very good essay. So at that time, I didn't need IELTS and any score, but actually they need.
Yeah, I want to know that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, sis Mary.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, actually, in your presentation, I have learned so many things. Yeah, actually, I always talk myself. I love myself, and I am kind to myself. But as you already mentioned, it is just when I am happy, when I'm angry, or I get upset. I don't love myself. Yeah, thank you for your sharing. And then I really, I really afraid to, how can I say, to fail something. And then if I want to do something, I thought so many things, and at that time I can't do anymore. So you sure do not fear failure. Yeah, I'm really thank you. And then I want to ask some questions. Mm, please, can you share us to contact you, or maybe social account or email or Gmail? And yeah, if I want to know about Thailand or work or yeah university, yeah, I really want to contact you. And then yeah, I want to know a little bit about job. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for encouraging about my presentations and for paying attention to my presentation. Thank you so much for that, and for contacting. You can ask teacher JC Siren, and then he will give you a contact, and you can contact with me. So did I answer?
Okay.
Hello, sis. I have a question.
Yes. Carry on.
Yes.
AA.
Yes. Yeah. When you feel something, how do you feel, or what do you usually do?
Sorry. What do I usually do in my
Failure.
Yeah. When you feel something.
feel something? You mean feel something?
Failure.
Yeah.
Failure. In your failure.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. That's a very good question. Yes, I have many failure in my life, about maybe about my study, about my job, about my personality. Whenever I get failure, the first thing I talk to God first. I talk to God first. I communicate with God, and then I talk with Him, and I talk with Him like a father, like a friend, or like a teacher. I ask with Him, and then after that, actually, I only do one thing. It's communicating with God. And then when I communicate with Him, when I talk with Him, I feel very, very satisfying. I feel very calming in my mind. And after that, I pray and I read the Bible. And then sometimes God spoke to me in the Bible, or sometimes God spoke me through preaching. And then I get very satisfied in my life, and then I get relief in my life. So that's what I usually do when I get failure in my life. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you for your answer. And the last question is,
Yes.
yeah, not to waste. In your presentation, you talk not to waste our time using phone. And yeah, I want to ask you about this point. How many
Yes.
hours do you use? How many how many hours? How many hours spend? How many hours do you use your phone? Yeah.
Yes. This is very good questions. Actually, I use my phone all the time, but the difference is that I don't waste my time with phone. I use my phone all the time because I have to communicate with my job, or with my people, or I have to learn something new in my phone or in my laptop. So I use my phone, but I don't waste my time for doing, an unuseful thing. So I don't waste that. But when I work, mm, actually, I really get tired when I work. So after I come back from my work, I don't really use my phone. I just put down, but I open some music, and I relax. And then maybe I read a book, or maybe I do something on my laptop. So that's what I usually do. But when I don't have a job, or maybe when I don't go to the work, yes, mostly I use my phone, but I don't waste my time. So that's the difference.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's all I think, right? Okay, thank you for the questions and answer. So it's already 9 p.m. So we have to close the class, right? So thank you for joining tonight class. Again, we will see on Monday, right? Monday night.